Okay, it's show and tell time. Ooh, damn, my phone is hot. This is like the last video I can do outside today because between recording and whatnot, I'd almost singed my hand touching the phone. I don't want to kill my poor little phone. So, nurseries, right? Like gardening nurseries. And I have my little, I have my phone cradled into like a little tripod, which is awesome. So, planted these, give them soil, like try to buy organic as much this, that, and the other thing as possible. And you rely on these things to be organic, but it is as organic as you can make it without just getting dirt from the earth. And there is some dirt from the earth, like local dirt mixed in, but tomatoes don't like the deserty, weird, sandy type of thing. So I had to mix it with some regular old soil, but this thing just grows and grows and grows and grows, and it's happy, and it's underneath the tarp, so it doesn't get like rain, or they don't like the sun, and they'll wilt when it gets really hot, but they'll still give tomatoes provided that you water them on a daily basis. And we have, some other science experiments, things that, and there's even leaves on this bad boy here. That's like a pepper that took the seeds out of and put it off to the side, and one of them started to grow. I was like, well, if you don't have any soil and you don't really have any water or just very little moisture and you want to grow, I'm going to help you out with that because you're a pretty badass plant and your genetics deserves to continue. And if you do that in my presence, I'll stick you in the ground and give you a chance. And then another palm tree. But this is the most interesting thing. I put a pot over there because I want to repot them, is when things grow, and I just did a whole bunch of de-weeding out here. When things grow out in the desert, you get birds and whatnot. There's like, I put some water out for the birds so that they can have something as hot as it gets out here as a water source, because the nearest one is pretty far away. And when random things just grow and I don't recognize them as a weed that I pull all the time, and I just let everything grow, and I just pulled them up just the other day. And these things struck me because I'm like, whoa, that's not the normal type of thing. So I don't know what it is, but that one, I have a lot of those. It's a wild desert flower. And then there's this other thing over here. I have no idea what that is, but I'm also letting it grow just to see what it turns out. It has a little flower. Anything that has flowers on it, even if you're a weed, Glenn will let you live. It's like, if you're pretty, I don't care what they want to call you, you can survive. But this thing looks like food, it looks like, not corn or anything, a little aphis on those. I'm gonna have to do something about that. It looks like food of some sort. I'll let you guys get in. Oh, maybe that's, to keep it out in the sun. So, bad Glenn. So, I don't know what it is, but I'll give it a chance to see what it will grow into. And, birds, when they come here, they bathe in the water and they poop and all that, and you got seeds and everything going on. So you don't know where that came from. It could have been a long ways away. It could have been in somebody's backyard where they picked off on a tree and they were just chomping on something. And Glenn is sufficiently warm, and my phone is saying, hey dude, this is recording outside is not cool on a day like this, 100 degrees. So I just wanted to show you that. I think that's noteworthy. You got lots of little things going on. Happy plants. And the front looks much better than the back. That's been the focus as of recent. The back is still effort. And this is the other thing noteworthy. The best exercise in the world is digging and doing gardening and just landscaping and stuff like that. And I dug this whole area out here. I've showed you before. What I forgot to tell you is, when you're digging into the ground, like you hit like a rocket, boing, it's very disruptive and interrupts the force. But this whole area here, everything here, this is all a boulder. This is built on the side of a mountain. There'll be mountains all around. This is the side of a mountain, and I just figured out that I'm like digging into like an actual mountain, and these are little fragments that I'm breaking up in the dirt. And this area starts here and goes all the way over to here. This is one big like giant something like boulder or whatnot, and I was chipping away at it until I finally realized, damn, Daddy needs a sledgehammer or something because it's in the rocks are winning and my shovel is starting to see better days. So I got a little baby one, maybe this very 1 foot or something like that with a small one on it. because the windows are really, really close to this area. I mean, it's like what, maybe 8-10 feet away. If I hit that too hard and a fragment hits one of the windows, it's going to break it. So I have to be really, I can't go Conan the Barbarian and just go raw and break that up. I have to do it in little like baby prospecting type of bumps so that I can take it out. So that's basically the backyard. And I'm going to set up a camera out here because a little bird feeder. And you know, if any of you knows of a better organic way, my mom puts these things out here, and they suggest to use sugar, like good old-fashioned everyday sugar. That's supposed to be the closest to the nectar that they would normally have. And I'm like, I don't think refined sugar is anywhere close to, it's sweet as hell, yeah, and maybe that gives them a nice little energy boost, but I don't think it's good for their little bodies. If anyone knows like a more organic source that you can get to put into feeders, I certainly would get that and put that in here instead and give that to her, because she takes great joy in watching these. And if you sit out here, depending on the time of day, hummingbird will come right up to your face and go, yo, bzz, and say hello, and like almost like a thank you for putting out the chow and keeping me alive, because sometimes, you know, they need these little way stations in the desert to keep going. But I'm gonna mount a camera like maybe on this here, get a little GoPro or something and put it out there and have it set to start in the morning and focus on this feeder, because they are so fast and sometimes there's more than one of them, and it's really, really cool to watch. I think it would be nice like to, you know, it's a little nature channel thing going on, mount a camera just to get some footage and play around with it, see what it looks like. Excuse me. So A, it's time to go inside. B, Daddy is hungry and I actually have work to do, coordinating with other cars as well to get things all set up. And you know, I think that's it, and that covers everything. You know, a lot of the stuff that I dug out from this area over here, I redistributed it into the yard, and I finally got something to sift the larger rocks out of, because you're walking through the backyard and you're like, whoa, you get some of these bigger rocks to get in there. Like a sifter you would use for prospecting and whatnot, to take out the bigger chunks and go through all the little debris, something like that. So Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation, I just saw weed on top. I'm like, ooh, I want that. I'm like, I'm not gonna climb up there today. Another round of de-weeding will be next week. Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls, don't forget retreats. Thank you very much for joining me. Down below in the description, there's tons of things going on. There are, you know, links to my websites. There's links to other people that I feel that are in the new energy. If you were to follow your heart and find the one that speaks to your heart rather than your head, I would follow that one, and you will find the information you were looking for in this lifetime. And you know, if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. And there are 800, I don't have a notepad to put this on, but there are 834 of you as of last count within the last hour or so. So thank you very much for joining me.